I started when I was 20. Originally, my dad gave me half an acre of arable land, and at the same time, he was thinking to himself, well, show yourself, daughter. I'm really curious how long will this enthusiasm last. He knew what he's talking about because he is a farmer through and through. For 23 years, he worked for one of the biggest domestic producers of vegetable, and I think he knew how to drive tractor before he knew how to walk. My mom, she was connected with agriculture from the childhood too. She still remembers how she needed to boil potatoes right after she came back from the school for their pigs. So in this spirit, me and my sister were raised in the traditional village family where everyone supports each other. Well, despite this, my path to farming was a little bit longer than you might think. I worked at PR agency at the Ministry of the Interior of the Czech Republic. I worked for television station and I served at Café Savoy. Oh, and I attempted to study law here in Prague at the Charles University, but it was a futile attempt as soon as I ended after my first semester due to health issues. Later, it turned out that I have psoriasis, which I have till today. Then it was kind of a surprise, not just for my parents, but for everyone, that I ended up doing what I'm doing now. What I feel that it excites me, what fulfills me, and what I simply believed in from the first beginning. I never entertained any other option to farm than ecologically. Well, after a few years, I learned that it wasn't that obvious choice for everyone involved. My dad, he told me that he once confided in me saying, Hani, first year we didn't spray the celery. Oh my God, I was so afraid. I couldn't sleep at nights because I thought that it wouldn't definitely work. Second year, I was talking to myself. Okay, first year we were extremely lucky. First year was the Duke. The second year we are doomed and we won't harvest anything and it will all end. Well, by the third season, I thought to myself that all these years, those companies were selling to us in my previous job just overpriced water. Not even the celery did well, and we harvested it to the last piece. We also made money from it. But, however, it wasn't like the end of the journey because turning family farm into profitable business, it's a much tougher nut to crack, though not impossible. In fact, I started like most others. I was so naive. Prices? Geez, I'll estimate those. Sales? I'll worry about them after I actually grow something up. Time management? I work from dawn to dusk. I'm a business owner after all. When I approached that I need to take business in a different way, more seriously, was after our second season when we have overharvest of cucumbers. Then try to write to this purple online supermarket, maybe they will buy it. My now husband told to me. I rolled my eyes, but I sat at the computer, and within 5 minutes, I had written an email. At least read it through before you send it, he said. Okay, I did it. And the same day, later, the buyer from this online supermarket called me that he is excited and he would like to cooperate with us because their farmer section is expanding and they would like to list me. This was crucial for me because it brings some kind of stability for my farm. And we also saw an increase between the first and the fifth season of our collaboration of almost 350%, which is really, really nice. And by this year, 2025, we have sold to them vegetables and herbs worth almost or more over 2 million Czech crowns. If you want to be and do a business, it's good to go and find some entrepreneurs or managers from different sectors. That's why I signed for one business academy, and it was a good step for me, because at the first session they have questions like, what do you want in your life, and what do you want to be, what do you want to have? How can your company help you with it? And what vision will you go through the obstacles? With what vision of the company? What will you do if the company is no more here? After this first session, I have the feeling like you can do anything you want. I'm sure you probably know that feeling too. It also made me realize the fact that I signed to the Business Academy, that there is something which is common for all for all farmers' mindset in our republic, and it's that they don't have business know-how, faith in marketing, and they underestimate the soil and the importance of the soil. Yeah, and this point is important or essential to say that the relationships are really, really important too. Not only relationships that my dad made in his previous jobs with the people that he buy anything from them. It saves my neck every season, because of this, I can pay for the seeds of potatoes after I grow something and after I sell them. So it's really good at the cash flow. Then there are relationships with customers, which are also very important for me. That's why I personally go to the farmers market in Turnov and I talk to my customers. I'm curious of what they think, what their needs are, and I get the constructive feedback from them. It's a good opportunity to inspire children too, and to reach out to the new generations. And at the end, there are relationships in the team. It's sometimes a hard thing for me as soon as I employ my both parents. So maybe you can imagine, but on the other hand, I can maintain the open, relaxed, and natural atmosphere inside of the team. And once we have some clash, the explosion doesn't take long, but at least, luckily, we are farming at almost 40 hectares now, so there is still a place where you can go and be alone and calm down here. Yeah, by the way, our farm area increased 80 times since the beginning. I believe this family vibes of ours is something why our suppliers or our business partners or our customers still keep to come back to our place. I think the atmosphere is unique, and I believe it was why we attracted a group of very famous Prague restaurants. I remember when the creative chef of them, František Skopec, was first at our farm. He told to me, "Oh, I like what you're doing here." And I was like, "Okay, you like the way we grow vegetable? I'm so glad to hear it." "Yeah, that's true, but I mean, how you do it together as a family, it's really unique, and I really like this." It was back in September 2023 when I had my first workshop about vegetables for chefs. And we did the good friendship. Next workshop called Roots, and will be focused on potatoes, and it will be on our farm in 3 days. And maybe now you are telling to yourself, oh, but how did they find out about her farm? Well, the answer is simple. It's marketing. You all probably can picture or imagine the Ovozel sign in Helvetica font as a artistic and marketing peak of the entire business. And then there is me running through the fields with my iPhone like this and making fields news, which are some actualities of what is happening on the farm, what are we harvesting right now, why we do this or that. And you can probably imagine the contrast when there is a group of Ukrainian women working on a neighbor's field and thinking to themselves, what the hell is she doing? Did she went crazy or what? At the end, the reason I don't underestimate marketing is why I'm standing here today. So that's something really important too. It's absolutely clear that I don't know everything, although I sometimes talk like I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just still starting to explore. And I know that something that drives me the most is the soil. Everything in agriculture begins and ends with soil. Without soil, there is no agriculture. Without soil, there is no life. And soil is a non-renewable resource. A true farmer must always keep this in mind. Agriculture is not about short-term goals. It's about long-term prosperity and about sustainability, about efficiency, about an understanding that nothing good ever came to humanity if someone wanted to say what should wind or rain do. Sure, I could have chosen the path of cramming as much as possible into 1 hectare in 1 season. But you know what? One day, when my son comes to me, just as I did before to my dad, and says, Mom, I want to do this. I want to be a farmer. I see the meaning in it. I want him to have that opportunity I had too. And that's why I need your help, because every one of you can change this. We influence what does the fields and the whole agriculture landscape in the Czech Republic looks like. And what you can do? Stop scrolling on your social media tonight. Instead of it, go and find some farmer which is near to your home, someone who is local. It doesn't matter if he grows fruits or vegetables, or if he raises cows for meat or milk, or chickens from egg. It really doesn't matter. Just go, find him, and buy from him quality and local ingredients for your family table. That's how you can make the chance. That's how you can give the opportunity to farmers like me to take care of nature. That's how you can make to that farmers, you can make for them the prosperity business. And if you are one of those who want to start farming but are still afraid, go for it. Agriculture definitely needs and will welcome more people. Thank you.